Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Lloyd. Fades. Buries it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Outside Edwards. Fades and shoots. A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lloyd's gone 1 of 3 on the night. It's deflected. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Lucic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 6.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Down low. Let's go. Drains the three-pointer.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Here's Horde. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Now here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Pass to Horde. From downtown, drains it from beyond the arc. Horde's got 5 now.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Here's De Silva. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Horde missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's a screen. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. Good work there as it goes. Here's Lloyd. He's got 6. The fader. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Lucic. Off target from three-point range. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Edwards. Here's the screen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Lloyd. It's good from long range. He's got 12.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
On the top of the key, De Silva with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Lloyd can't hit. Here's the break. Lets the 3 fly. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jokic. And he's good on the 3 ball.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to De Silva. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Horn. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Booker with a deep three. Pass to Napier. On the wing, Booker. 5 to shoot. There's the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
A shot by Randolph. Nobody around. Takes a three. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The layup missed. Pass to Napier. From downtown. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Outside, Randolph. Sinks the three-pointer. Randolph's got 6 in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Booker outside. Inside. Randolph with the ball. Guarded now by Randolph. Giffey. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Launches it. And here's Booker.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Randolph. They set the pick. Here's Gabriel. To the middle. Pocket 2. Here's Cohen. Off target from outside. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Booker the pass to Nate. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 8 points.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Randolph. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And here we go. No good. That would have tied it. There's the triple. They get it back. Gabriel, the pass to Randolph.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 6 on the shot clock. Cohen, defended by Booker. On Saturday and then on Friday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Oh, here's Edwards. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. One-on-one fast break. From outside, off the mark. It's tipped, and they're running. The three. Buries it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
46 seconds left in the first half. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Randolph can't hit.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's De Silva. From deep three-point land, drills it from outside. De Silva's got his second basket of the night. A tight game here in Utah. There's the screen. Here's Randolph. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Nailed from three-point land.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what these...
You take a look at the home team, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward. Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be... And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Lloyd from outside the arc. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field. And he hits it to tie the game up. He's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
They set the screen. Hits the three-point bomb.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Oh, here's Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Horde. Good on the triple. Horde's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Edwards. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Horde. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Horde's got 11 points.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
From deep three-point land. The shot, no good. To the wing right side. Pass to Lloyd. Lets it go with a 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
De Silva's gone 1 of 4 from distance. To the inside. Pass to Horde. Lets the 3 fly. No good on that one. And it's off from three-point range. Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Lloyd from deep three-point territory. Doesn't go that time. From deep. That shot off. Cuts off the pass. Three-pointer. That one no good. Here's Ford. 1:56 left to play in the third. Sinks the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Lucic buries the long-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. And he might have blown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. The three. That shot is off. And here's the break. Fires the three. And that one's good. Lloyd's got 9 points now in just the second half.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Here's De Silva. Ford grabs the board. De Silva's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Lloyd. He's got 21, and it's in there.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
The three ball. The shot comes out. Here's De Silva. He's got 5. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Here's Lloyd. He's got 23. That will count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 14. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Booker's gone 3 of 4 from distance. Only the 1 miss. Wow. Pass to Gabriel. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one. Got a piece of it. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
There's the pick. No good on the triple. Takes the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Randolph. To the wing on the left. Drills the 3-pointer.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Drops in the tray.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
It's stolen. And here we go. Stolen by Randolph. Pass to Gabriel. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And here's the fast break. Launches a three. Connects from three-point range.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Lets it go from deep. No good that time.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Giffey. A three-pointer, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Booker outside. Booker is screen on Randolph. No good there. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Cohen. And the three off target. They'll get a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. Fires from deep. Offline with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Back to Napier. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Giffey. Offensive rebound to the paint. And Booker kicks to Napier. Knocks it loose. Napier covering. In the corner, Randolph with it. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Gabriel can't get it to go. To the middle.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
We're going the other way.
Yeah, couldn't quite hang on to it. They're not in a position now where they can afford to be giving it away like that.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Horde passes to Lloyd. Going inside. From deep three-point territory. That shot, no good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break. This one for three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Jones from outside. Doesn't go that time. And they're on the run. There's a screen. And here's Edwards outside. Nails it from three.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's the three. And Jones good for three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's De Silva. To the left wing. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Ntilikina. In transition. Here's Bonga. Takes the three. And he buries his first look.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Defended by Jones. Pass to Edwards. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
The three is up. No good there. Defended by Jones. Fires it. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Here's Jones. There's 1:54 left in the opening quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
He's got 5.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
There's 1:34 left in the opening quarter. They set the screen. Fades back. Ooh, it's stolen away.
You know, once you leave your feet, you really limit your options.
Pass to Ntilikina. Let's go with a three. Hits a three-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Edwards. Fires the three. On target from range.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Ntilikina. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Buries it from 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team, Lucic. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Booker defending. There's a screen. 23 seconds left now in the first quarter. And Booker pulls it down. Three-pointer, no good. Jones from outside. They get it back. And the layup is good off the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
We've got Washington, and it's Lundberg in at the 2. Outside Booker. He shoots a 3. Sinks the tray. Booker's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Lundberg. With the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now Pokashevsky. From downtown. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Outside Napier. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Here's Lundberg. Connects from downtown. Lundberg's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, it's clear and obvious why they're winning. Fantastic shooting from deep.
Booker for 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here we go. And here's Brown for 3. Drills it from deep. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Now shooting the 3-ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
For 3, Booker. Left side Napier. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the run. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Brown passes to Pokashevsky. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. Driving to the basket. And that one is hammered home.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Gets the 3 to fall.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
A deep 3. That one doesn't drop.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Brown against Booker. There's a minute 40 left in the second period. Clock at 6. The 3. Left side Napier. Over to the wing. It's Booker on the wing. Defended by Brown. Good chance here for Booker. Off target with the open look.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Pokashevsky. Lets a 3 fly. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
To the right side. Out to the wing. Lets it fly. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Oh, got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
The home team on D. Trailing by 8. And the basket by Brown.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
Away team foul. Number 45. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
And he drops the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 24 seconds left to play in the second quarter. There's 14 seconds left in the second. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Here's De Silva. 4-3. The shot no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. Leading by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
38.
They're not applying enough pressure offensively. Very little presence inside. Too much reliance on long jumpers.
And now it's time to... And that's it for halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. The three is up. Not going to go that time.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Shot from the wing. And that's good for 2. 10 points for him. Now here's Jones. Give him 8. Off the mark there with a 3. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Nice move. And it's good. 2 points.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
That 3's off the mark. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Defended by Jones. And there's the screen. Shoots a fadeaway. The kick out to Edwards. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Bonga. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range. Bonga's got 6 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Knocks it down from distance.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Jones from outside. He drops it from range.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Here's De Silva. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bonga, pass to Jones. Here's the 3. That one's off. His third miss out of 8 tries.
Registering 3 threes in the first half, he hasn't hit one since.
Here's Edwards. It's deflected, and they'll get another chance. Drops in the 3. He's got 10.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
To the wing on the left. Launches a 3. The shot comes out.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. There's a screen. To the paint. Defended by Jones. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Pass to Edwards. From outside the arc. And he can't get that one. Edwards is gone. 1 of 3 shooting so far.
You've got to respect the speed in transition here. I mean, Neely Keena knows how to get out ahead of the defense and create in the open floor.
Outside Edwards. Here's De Silva. And he lobs it up top. Tipped. From behind the arc. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
They set the pick. Nails the wide open jumper.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the wing, right side. Here's Bonga. Knocks down the triple. Bonga's got 9.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The 3 ball. Gets it off. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 16. And we'll have the start. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. He buries it from 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Over to the left wing. Here's De Silva, defended by Brown. De Silva, no good.
Well, he's just not found his rhythm tonight. Partly because I think he's gotten fewer touches.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Washington. And here's Pokuševski. The long distance 3 is buried.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And they pick up 2. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Edwards is gone 2 of 4 shooting. Here's Lundberg. The quick look, no good that time. Edwards looking for an opening. Out left to the wing. Here's De Silva. Knocks down the long J. De Silva's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Washington against Edwards. And he makes it. Washington's got his first 2 points of the night. So it's the home team now. 19-point game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. It's hauled in by Pokuševski. And here's Brown for 3. Kept alive. To the left wing. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And here's Edwards outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Pokuševski's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to De Silva. They swipe it. And here's Brown for three. Sinks it from distance.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
From 20 feet. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. And Pokashevsky gets it to go.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Over to the left wing. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. To the right side. Here's De Silva. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. De Silva's gotten 2 of his 4 attempts to go from outside. Washington outside. Back to Pokashevsky. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Edwards. Off with the layup. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires in the triple.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
The three. That shot off. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's De Silva. They set a pick. Sends it home from three-point land. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Pokashevsky with it. Fires away from way outside. It's off. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the...
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Bonga in at the small forward spot.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Lloyd. The fadeaway. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lets it go. Bonga, no good. It's tipped. Stolen by Jones. Here's the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's Lloyd with the fadeaway. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Jones for three. That one doesn't go. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Board passes to Lloyd. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Yep, it counts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Horde. Jokic. Pass to Lloyd. Down low. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Knocks down the three ball.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Jokic, defended by Jones. And the layup falls. He's got 5.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Ntilikina. Off target with his 3. Here's Lloyd. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Here's Horde. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Pass to Lloyd. 20 feet out. Out to the right wing. Fades away. And Jones pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Kept alive on the wing, Jones. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Jones has got 5 points so far.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Lloyd. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. The teardrop falls in. Jones has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, the miss by Jones. Here's Lloyd. 6 points for him. Ford passes to Lloyd. Five on the clock, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Horde. Shot clock at 2. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They're up by 7. And back with the start of the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Washington. Bo Krzyzewski is out there with Brown. And it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position. And the 3-ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
He's covered by Washington. From down in the low post, it goes. So it's the visitors now. 6-point game. Puts up a deep 3. Randolph grabs the board.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
It's hauled in by Brown. They swipe it. Pass to Randolph. This one for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Gabriel. And here's Randolph. Clock at 6. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Randolph's got 6 here in this quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pakusevsky with the bucket.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes, pokers from distance?
Here's Cohen. Outside for Randolph. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Lundberg. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Cohen, he's covered by Brown. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's the pick. Here's Gabriel, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Washington, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Randolph. Here's Cohen. Adds in, coming off an assist from Randolph. 5 points in the game.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Pakusevski can't hit. Here's Cohen. Hands it from downtown.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Brown outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pakusevski, and he banks in the layup. Pakusevski's got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Randolph. He's got 6. Here's Cohen into the lane. Shoots over Brown. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And so we wrap up the first half. They lead by 9. And we'll be back right after this.
30.
Welcome.
Offensive rebounding is like an ATM, cashing in extra chances to score. Trust me, that's a fun way to play.
Now let's take a moment. That is more than enough of us. Let's.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Jones looking for an opening. For the 3. Ford traps the board.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
They've got Jones, and it's Ntilikina in at the point guard. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Took him no time at all on that one.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's Lloyd. Plenty of space, and the jumper falls for him. He's got 8. Lloyd's gone 3 for 5 from the field. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Davies. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And here comes the break. It's up a 3, and the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they're trending downward at the wrong time. You'd like to finish the season on a high note, but they do have the talent to quickly pivot.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside, Jones. Pass to Davies. To the inside. Here's Bonga. Shot clock at 6. The tray. The shot. No good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
For 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Here's Ntilikina. Hasn't made one yet. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lloyd the pass to Horde. Fires the three. Pass to Lloyd. Fires for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lloyd's got 5 points now this quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Here's Davies. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Davies has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Horde. Defended by Jones. Shot's good by Horde. Horde's got 5 points so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. D.A. Banks. Ntilikina. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Ntilikina's got his first bucket in this one.
Frank looking better and better here on the offensive end.
This one for 3. Lloyd can't hit. Jones, no one around him. Drains the three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Lloyd. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Bunga. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And it's Horde missing.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Davies. Misses the three. Here's Lloyd. He got it up. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 16. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Brown, also Pokuševski out there, and it's Lundberg in at the 2. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Brown outside. That one, no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Right wing, the tray. Lundberg grabs the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's Brown with the three. Randolph grabs the board. Pass to Gabriel for the three. He can't get that one to fall. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Kusevsky, no good on the three. Randolph looking around.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Stolen by Randolph. Out on his own on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's hauled in by Brown.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gabriel. It's hauled in by Brown. Gabriel's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Fires the three. No good. Lundberg's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
It's Brown on the wing. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Connects from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
The three. Kusevsky grabs the miss. Sinks the three-pointer.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Now, here's Randolph. He's covered closely, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Fires away from outside. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kusevsky. Off target with his three.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Outside Randolph. 6 to shoot. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Number 8.
Now Washington. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires from way out.
Oh! Man. Talk about finding change in the couch. What? How do you get that?
Now here's Randolph. And so they get the victory here at home. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Lloyd. Here's Horde. Here's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Drains the triple.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Jokic, guarded by Edwards. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Lloyd. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Offline from the top of the key.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark. And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Edwards looking for an opening. Fires the three. The rebound by Horde.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Lloyd. And a miss there on the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to De Silva. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The shot won't fall.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And that one's good. Horde.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Here's De Silva. A shot to stop the run. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Here's Lloyd. He's got 5. Wide open look. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. And here's the fast break. Nifty move. Pass to De Silva. We've got 1:28 left in the first. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Here's Lloyd. Releases. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. From downtown, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
This one for 3. De Silva with a rebound. 46 seconds left to play in the first. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
To the middle. From deep. They get it again. Out to the right wing. Pass to Edwards. The 3. Nails it from 3. 6 points for him.
rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from you.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up 2, and we'll be back with you shortly. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Jacks up a 3. The shot that time not on target. In transition, here they come. Here's Gabriel. And the three-pointer goes. Gabriel's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Randolph. Pass to Gabriel. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now Booker. Oh, he tries a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
3 points. Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Randolph, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Randolph's got 6 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Booker can't get it to go. And they're running. Let's go with a 3. Got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Randolph.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Beyond the arc. He drops it from range. Randolph's got 6 here in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Left side, Booker. Sinks the tray.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Randolph. 12 points for him. And Booker pulls it down.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
4-3. And Booker pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Buries it from 3.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
He's guarded by Napier. A minute 15 left in the second quarter. Gabriel passes to Randolph. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Randolph's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Three-pointer. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
The three is up. Takes a three. Hits the trifecta. Randolph's got 17.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Now here's Napier. No points yet. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got his 5th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Randolph. 17 points in the game. Drains the triple.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And there's a pick from behind the arc. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle.
And with the playoffs approaching, let's take a... Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Stolen. Out to the right wing. Offline with a three. Here's Lloyd. Launches a three. Pure from three-point range. Lloyd's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Fader on the way. From beyond the arc and then some. 9 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that one's good. Ward.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Back to Edwards. Puts up a three. Nails it from 3. Edwards has got 6.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Offensive rebound. Jokic. Here's Lloyd. Ooh, they pick off the pass. They push it up 4 on 3. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Jokic, guarded by Edwards. Jokic. And it's off from three-point range. That three's off the mark. Close game here in Philadelphia. Here's Lloyd. On target from range. Lloyd's got 6 here in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Puts the move on. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
With the fadeaway, gets the 3-ball to go. He's got 14.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
1:56 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's De Silva. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. De Silva's got his second basket of the game. Here's Horde. Hits a three-pointer.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Horde's gone 5 of 6 from downtown, riding a wave of momentum. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Lloyd. Fade away. The shot, no good.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Knocks it down from distance.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
From outside the arc, give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. And they're pushing it up. Here's the pick. The open J off the mark.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
The fadeaway. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
With 1 on the clock. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Shot clock at 6. Pass to De Silva. Back to Edwards. Takes the 3. Randolph grabs the miss. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. There's the 3. Drills it from deep.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Right side Edwards to the inside. Pass to De Silva. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 7 rebounds in the game. Randolph passes to Gabriel. Here's Randolph. The 3-ball. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Gabriel. And he lobs it up. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. There's a screen. And here's Edwards outside. Second chance effort. Rebounded by Gabriel.
So far, rebounding has been a big factor tonight.
Fires for three. Fires in the triple. Randolph's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pulls up. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Randolph. Gabriel's shot is off.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Knocks down the long J.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Here's Randolph. 1:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Launches it. Pass to Gabriel. Inside. It's stolen away. 1:11 left in the game. And here's Edwards outside. That shot off the mark. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Gabriel's shot is off. Gabriel's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Stripped away. And stolen by Edwards. Here's De Silva. Lets it go from deep. Edwards, no good. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the middle. It's intercepted. Here's De Silva.
Number 13.
And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the
Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pushing it up. Fader on the way. Ntilikina with the rebound. Here's Bonga. It's good from long range.
Ntilikina may not be the prototypical lead guard, but he puts it on time and on target right there.
Stolen. Here's the break. Jones for three.
Ball is turned over. The ball goes to the away team.
We're about 1 minute into the first. There's a good screen. Lucic. Over to the wing. Defended by Jones. Rocket 6. From deep. And the three ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Davies. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And here's the break. To the right side. It's hauled in by Edwards. Inside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Phil Jackson. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Out to the wing. From downtown. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Shoots the 3. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Listen, everyone knows what kind of shooter this guy is. Just his presence on the floor creates space. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
There's the pick. Pass to Edwards. Over to the left wing. Lucic. It's the outside fadeaway. He's got 5. 1:58 left in the first. They need this, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Pass to Edwards. Lucic. Good on the three-point shot.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Jones for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the first. All alone. And the jumper is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Edwards defending. It's stolen by Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Here's De Silva. Still scoreless. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Jones from outside. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Jones has gone 1 of 3 from the field here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Three-pointer. They get it again. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They're up by 11. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And here's the fast break. Now here's Napier to the left wing. Beyond the arc. It's deflected. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And he's good on the first of 3. Second free throw, no good. And he nails the third. They set the screen. Offensive rebound. Pass to Lundberg. From deep Washington. A three-pointer is right on target. Washington's got his first 3 points of the game. Booker outside. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Lundberg from deep Washington. The kick out to Brown. Jacks up a 3. Pakusevski can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Now here's Napier. He's covered by Washington. Giffey. Here's Booker. Five to shoot. Banked in off the glass. And the home team has possession. A 12-point game. Here's Pakusevski. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokusevski, a big who can shoot it.
Stolen by Washington. And they're pushing it up. Here's Lundberg. No good with the triple. Napier feeling it out a bit. Booker outside. There's the screen. Back to Napier. 6 on the shot clock. Booker outside. Takes the 3. Pakusevski grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Lets the 3 fly. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Puts up a deep 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
And the foul on Pokusevski. That's his first foul. Here's Napier. Still yet to score. From past the arc. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
1:31 left to play here in the half. It's tipped.
Oh, send it back, Alexei Pokusevski. Make him feel that 7-foot frame.
Fade away. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Such a wide open look. He's got 8.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Napier to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Brown. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's up a 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Watch the screen.
Here's the 3. That shot off. Oh, big time play!
And he nailed it. Whoa, that's some range right there, guys. The prayer is answered.
And that does it for the first half of play. Up 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the home team. And that's a halftime wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now Edwards. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the center position. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Bunga. Back to Jones. Pass to Bunga. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Bunga's got his second basket of the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Drills it from outside.
3 points.
Edwards gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. From outside the arc. He can't get it to go.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set. 1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Here's De Silva. From the arc. Traps in the tray. De Silva's got 6 points. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Bunga. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Edwards. He has 6. Misses the 3. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CPA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
There's the pick. Launches a three. No good on that one. Here's the break. The three. Pass to Bonga. Three-pointer. And no good that time.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
A three ball. Buries the long-range jumper.
Number 13.
He's got 9.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wasted no time on that one. Jones has got 6.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
1:19 left in the third. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Drives to the hoop. Here's Ntilikina. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Outside Edwards. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Launches it. He can't hit that time. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Stripped it away. Here's Bonga. Drills the three-pointer. Bonga's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside Edwards. One-on-one here. Takes a three. Bonga, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to De Silva. For 3. That shot, no good. No good that time. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They're up by 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Washington with it. There's the 3. A shot off that time. And they're on the break. Booker outside. Down low. Giffey, defended by Pokusevski. Clock at 4. The shot, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And here's Washington outside. It's not going to go for him. Washington's gone 1 of 4 so far. They set the pick. Giffey. Good on the triple.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lundberg. And he jams it with authority.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Fires from deep, and he's good on the 3 ball. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Pokusevski from beyond the arc and then some.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Sinks the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's the fast break. Here's Lundberg. The three-pointer no good. Lundberg's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Booker is screen on Washington. Puts it up. And right on target with the swish. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pakusevsky, the pass to Washington. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Pulls up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. There's a screen. For the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Home team foul. Number 45. Second personal foul. First team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. There's the 3. Pakusevsky grabs the miss.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Brown's gone 1 of 3 on the night. 52 seconds left in the game. Pass to Napier. Just 4 to shoot. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
The kick out to Brown. Knocks down the 3 ball. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Napier. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Launches from deep. Pakusevsky grabs the miss. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed up.
Happy Halloween, everyone. We're bringing treats here at 2K Sports. It's a special October 31st NBA Throwdown. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lloyd can't get it to go. For three. Not going to go that time. From the arc. Gets the three to fall.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Lloyd's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. To the left side wing. Pass to Horde. Right wing. To the wing on the left. Here's Lloyd. Misses the three.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Out to the wing. They set the pick. Cash money on the open jump shot. Lloyd's got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Horde. Sinks it from distance.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
The three is up. The shot no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
He buries it from 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Looking to end the run. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Counted from distance. He's got 6.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Jones up top. It's tipped. Beyond the arc. Pass to Horde. Launches it. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Jokic defended by Jones. Pass to Horde. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Horde's gone 4 of 5 so far from deep. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Over to the wing. From downtown. It's rebounded by Ntilikina. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Pass to Horde. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Connects from downtown. Horde's got 15 points.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Oh, got that one up quick.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, he couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ntilikina. He's scoreless. No good on the triple.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
To the wing, right side. 20 seconds left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Randolph. Fires for 3. The rebound by Bonga. On the wing, Jones. From the corner. Oh, at the buzzer. Wow.
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And as we conclude the first quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Here's the 3. Drops in the 3.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Lundberg. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Here's Randolph. It's hauled in by Pokuševski.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
And here's Brown for 3. They get it back. Here's Lundberg. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Gabriel. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Randolph passes to Gabriel. Out left to the wing. They set the screen. 3-pointer. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Pokuševski. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. plenty of bigs do now.
Here's Randolph. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Washington passes to Brown. Here's Lundberg. Off target from outside. Lundberg's gone 1 for 3 on the night. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Here's Pokashevsky. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Pokashevsky's got 6 in the quarter.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Defended by Brown. The 3 is up. Pass to Randolph. Fires the 3. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Pokashevsky the miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
1:43 left to play in the first half.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And here's Brown for 3. No luck on that one. Right wing. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Pokashevsky. A quick shot there. It's off target. Pokashevsky's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Pass to Randolph. From outside the arc. Washington grabs the miss.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Randolph fires in the triple. Randolph's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Brown for 3. Randolph grabs the miss.
Home team foul. Number 45. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Basket counts.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The rebound by Horde. Here's Lloyd. He's got 5. Pass to Horde. Launches it from deep. That one is off. Fires from deep. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And we finished off one half of play. Up by 15. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense. And guys, let's take a moment. And that'll do it for us.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
Jokic, defended by Jones. Here's Lloyd. Clock at 6. Jokic, defended by Jones. Nails it from 3. Give him 8.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
The 3. Sinks it from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Puts up a deep 3. And that one's good. Hord's got 18 points in the game.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Off the mark there with a 3.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Bunga. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Pass to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to drop. From deep. They grab their own miss. Oh, deflected. Here's Lloyd. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Here's Bunga. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 7.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Horde. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. The good news is they're trending in the right direction, still right in the middle of the pack.
When I look at this visiting team, they're still finding their identity early on, trying to answer some questions, but overall, playing some solid basketball.
Pass to Ntilikina, a deep 3. Randolph grabs the miss.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
Here's Ntilikina. No good on the quick 3. 1:49 left to play in the third. Drills it from deep.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Randolph. Jacks up a 3. Launches it from deep. That shot missing.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Bunga hits the trifecta. Bunga's got 10.
He can run hot or he can run cold, but no doubt about which way he's running tonight. There is steam coming off that bad boy.
To the left wing. Here's Randolph, defended by Jones. Randolph misses. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Bunga. 10 points for him. 4-3. Randolph grabs the miss.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
No good from the wing.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
From deep three-point land. Puts up a deep three. Offensive board. Here's Gabriel. Gets the three ball to go. He's got 6.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
We've got Washington, and it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position. Randolph misses.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
The 3 from Washington. The shot won't fall.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Out to the right wing. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 4 rebounds now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Okashevsky's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go to the paint. And there's the turnover. Pasko's out of bounds. On Tuesday and then on Sunday.
Substitution on the court.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. The 3 from Washington. He drops it from range.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Pass to Randolph. Tipped. Here's Lundberg. The 3. And the three-pointer goes. Lundberg's gone 2 for 5 from beyond the arc. From behind the arc. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Okashevsky the miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Jokic, he's guarded by Washington. Here he goes. Pass to Randolph. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Dives for it. To the right side. Here's Lloyd. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Horde. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all three. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Randolph. Jokubaitis. He's guarded by Washington. 5 on the clock. A deep three. The shot no good. 54 seconds left in the fourth. There's a screen. Fires from way outside. Fires away from way outside. Randolph grabs the miss.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. And so the road team gets the W in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver